made a folder called Scratch Professional. Yeah, okay, that's subjective, isn't it? Now, most of the time in these videos, I'm going to set you a task to do and then there's a solution video. But every now and then we get to a little point where I think sometimes it's just easier to do a little bit of housekeeping. We'll think of it that way. Just so that there are certain things that we just need to clear up and you can just do them and watch and repeat. I'm not going to do this a lot, but there are a couple of things that I want to deal with. If you haven't watched the solution video and you've made a wonderful shark that moves around no problem, then that's great. But you'll notice that you have an awful lot of code here in the middle. So a little bit of housekeeping is that what I tend to do is, because these things about the keys, you can actually sort of drop them on top of each other. And that way it generates a little bit, well, a lot more white space. Now I can clearly see, if I just click on this one for a moment, that there are, just I'll stop it actually. There are 4 blocks of code here. I can see, you can, well, we can all see there are 4 blocks of code there, so we're happy with that. The other bit of housekeeping I want you to do is the following. It would be an awful shame now if someone turned your computer off, sat next to you, or you just got up and you walked off and you didn't save your work. So if you're using the desktop version of Scratch like I am here, then you're going to need to save your work. If you're logged in on the web and you're using the website version, which is identical to this, then you don't need to do this. But if you are on the desktop version, please click on File and Save to your computer. When you do that, please don't chuck it on your desktop. Okay, make yourself a folder like I've done in Documents. I've made a folder called Scratch Professional. Yeah, okay, that's subjective, isn't it? I've got one called Sharkfish, and in here I've got a game called Shark Game already, because I've already saved this one, but I've given it a sensible name, Shark Game. I'm going to press cancel so I don't need to save it over the top, but I have already saved this game. Okay, you can also press Control S on your keyboard and that will also save the game once you've saved it for the first time. So go and save your work, please.
You get the idea.
And welcome back. Now I want to deal with one little nagging problem. This problem. I'm okay with the shark moving up. I'm okay with the shark moving to the right. I'm okay with the shark moving down, but I am not okay with the shark moving to the left. What I really want to happen if the shark moves to the left is that I want to change the direction of the shark. Now, I'm going to press stop, and actually I've put these on top of each other. I need to break them apart now. So I'm going to need the old left arrow and I'm going to need the right arrow. I'll put them down here and we'll put these back up here. Okay, I'll tidy them up in a minute. So the thing is this, when the left arrow is pressed, I want to change the direction. And in motion, fun enough, just here, we've got the one that says point in direction, and I'm going to grab that and I'm going to put that there, and you're thinking it says 90. What does that mean? Well, if I click in the box, it basically comes up with a, well, I think it's a clock face, but it's more like a compass or a protractor. For example, here, if you know your bearings, that's 0. To go right, or point in direction going right, is 90. To point going down is 180. And to point to the left is minus 90. I think 270 would work as well, to be honest with you. But Scratch tends to work with all the way up to 180 and all the way down to minus 180. Well, actually minus 179, I think it is technically. But what I want to do is I want the shark to point to the left, and this isn't going to work quite correctly. I'm clicking away now. I'm happy going right, I'm happy going up, I'm happy going down. Now it goes left and it does point in direction, but it goes upside down like a drunk shark. So why does it rotate like that? And the answer is down here on the direction. And you'll notice here I've got all around, left, right, and do not rotate. Okay, so if I press do not rotate, it won't actually point it in direction. But if I choose left, right, it now does in fact point that way, and he's up the right way. So I'm happy with that. That's excellent news. I'm sure you can work out the problem. So I'm happy with it going up, I'm happy with it going down, I'm happy with it going left, but now I'm not happy with it going right. And we have the same problem that we need a point in direction. And this time I want 90 because 90 is to the right. But you can work out the issue if I stop it and press play. If I go up, down, left and right. Oh, I was expecting to have to go and click on direction and do the left-right thing again. Obviously I only have to do it the once. So now we're all happy with our shark and its movement and its pointing. So now it is a good time to cover up those blocks or dump them on top of each other. So we've got lots more white space. So this isn't a task video. Well, it is a task and you've got to go and do this, but there isn't going to be a solution video because there's nothing to explain. Just make sure that your shark can move up, down, left, right. It's always pointing in a sensible direction. You've saved your work and you've moved your controls for your shark so they cover each other up. So we've got lots of space to play with. Off you go.